By 2010, it was hard to think that Lady Gaga could do anything to truly shock us. And then September came and the MTV VMAs happened. On today's Millennial Mondays, let's talk about the meat dress. Inspiration for Lady Gaga's VMA meat dress actually came from one of her makeup artists, Val Garland, who actually wore a version of a meat dress mixed with leather in the 1980s. Val said this about inspiring the dress. It was just before her Born This Way album, and we were swapping stories, and she asked me, "What's the most outrageous outfit you've worn?" So I told her, and she said, "Do you mind if I develop that idea?" I said, "Be my guest." She always wanted to do something different. That's when Lady Gaga's team got to work and reached out to designer Frank Fernandez for the creation. The designer specifically chose cuts of meat that would preserve well and reached out to their family butcher. Lady Gaga also had to be stitched into the outfit backstage. She walked the red carpet that night in this Alexander McQueen dress, along with the famous armadillo shoes. This dress was so stunning. But then changed into the now more famous meat dress. And she was also the most nominated artist that night. And when she won that night for the Bad Romance video, she asked Cher to hold her meat purse for her. Obviously, people had a lot to say about the meat dress, especially organizations like PETA. But Lady Gaga went on to explain the meaning behind the meat dress. It was certainly no disrespect to anyone that is vegan or vegetarian. As you know, I am the most judgment-free human being on the earth. However, it has many interpretations. But for me this evening, if we don't stand up for what we believe in, and if we don't fight for our right, pretty soon we're going to have as much rights as the meat on our bones. And I am not a piece of meat. Lady Gaga also explained that the meat dress was a protest to the military's don't ask, don't tell policy. The meat dress was then turned into jerky, and in 2011 went on display at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Then in 2019, it went on display at the House of Gaga Museum inside the Park MGM Casino in Las Vegas. Nobody wears meat like Lady Gaga.